and we've done it. We have finally become manifestors. All right, I'm waiting for more people to get in here because right now there is 0. But how do we edit this? We got to do a theme. We did it before on the very first live. We went black and white, and it's the only way. It's the only way that this can be done properly today. Is there? Manage that. Pop out dashboard. Let's see what that is. Nope. We don't want that. This one? I don't know how we did it, but back in the day, we went live and it was all in black and white. Anyway, today is Oppenheimer theme for the 1,000 subscriber special. Let's crack the window and smoke a pipe. But this is fake. This is a comedy prop. So we will have cigars and cigarettes, but we got to use the cigarettes only because today is the Oppenheimer theme. There has to be a way to go black and white with it. Oh, here it is. No, details. Webcam. No, there's no way to do it, I guess. You can't manifest it. Well, now we have all learned how to manifest. What is the first thing you learned about manifestation? Where's my lighter? Somehow this channel has become a blend of my comedy channel, my film stuff, and manifestation, but we have to appreciate and love it. Because it's not about the money, it's about the message. Who did this? That's a trick I learned. You light the wick on fire, the wick goes bad. All right. Today I have a lot of things I want to cover, so welcome in whoever's here, and if you're just joining, welcome. Any advice on manifesting an SP when they go cold? Hi, Mystic. By the way, well, what's up, Empowered Sister? Yes, I do have a lot of advice on manifesting an SP. I have done mine 5 times, and as of yesterday was the 6th time we wound up back in contact again. And you might be asking, I don't recall seeing you in a lot of the chats, so I don't know if you've been around for a while or not. But I will say, I could tell you what to do or what not to do. My failures are just as much of a learning experience as the successes. So, number 1, they're cold. That means there's no contact, I'm assuming. No contact is a very difficult time, but more powerful, in my opinion, than being in contact with a result you don't like, such as the friend zone. I've been in all of them. If you are in no contact, you write the story. That's what's great about this. You decide what they are saying and thinking, and I will tell you this from personal experiences and my results on it, not just SP as in relationship-wise, but SP as in bosses, friends, family, things like that. Good morning to you, Inked. Dr. Oppenheimer is here. If this was real, we would smoke it. What I have learned is when they are cold, do not try to change it in the 3D. There's nothing you can do. I've made every great logical argument, every romantic gesture, every trip, money, things that you could buy, and I've done every single thing, and not one of them has gotten or yielded a result. But when I went in my mind and I resaw the picture as something better, that is when I had my results. So if you're in no contact, know how they talk when you want them to talk to you. So, right, obviously we have an ideal version of the SP. So go in your mind to that SP version and you hold a conversation with them. So let's say you have a bad day or whatever. Hey, babe, guess what? What did I do today? You know what? My day was like, how was your day? And then tell a story on how you think their day went. And it's just you talking to them in your head. Easier said than done. I know, because recently I went through the same situation again and it fucking sucks. But it can be done. And when you do it, that's when you have the power. So you're never in no communication, because we are always subconsciously communicating. There are infinite numbers of people, infinite universes, and the one that we want them to be, obviously they're not being in our reality right now. So we need to focus on the version of them that we want. So you get in communication spiritually like that. And this is going to sound like very mystic and woo-woo, as Inked would say, but you are just discussing with them about your day through there. That's when they're cold. When they reach out, because they will, and it has happened to me, do not freak out. Oh, this is it. This is it. Do not look for the bridge. The bridge will show itself to you. Nope, 3D action doesn't do crud. It's all more powerful to stay in your end scene. Exactly, yeah. So it's the end scene. Every night as you go to bed, that's my favorite technique. So every night as you go to bed, you see yourself in bed with that person, and you're holding them. As you're going to sleep, you're feeling the feelings you would have as if they were there. So everything in your life that you do, if you have an assumption or the person pops in your head, oh, that's my girlfriend or boyfriend. Oh, this is what they would do in this situation. Oh, you know what? I wish they were here. I wish my SP was here. But in a term of coming from, I wish they were here, but they just can't be here today, but we are dating. That's what you have to see. So that would be my advice on that. I was going to write the points down, but I was in a rush today. As Ink knows, I was talking to Ink before all this started. But I thought we would do the 1,000 subscriber special. I couldn't sleep last night, and I said, well, I have to be close to 1,000 subscribers now at this point, so I will go and check. And I check, and there is 1,002 subscribers. And it is not the 18th of August yet, but I did make the call because I thought the anniversary of the channel was the August 18th. And I said, we will have 1,000 subscribers by August 18th. It is now August 13th. 14th. We're 4 days ahead of schedule. So we did it. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Well, thank you, Ink. You've been here since the beginning, and you were the one who kept me here. Thank you, Aurora. There you are. I did say, actually, I went to your stuff the other day, and I saved it. I saved the picture you took of me doing the Shaq face, so Oppenheimer could do it. I saved that because that's going to be a thumbnail on something. However, what else? Oh yeah, I said I'd be monetized before the 1 year, but we weren't near 1,000, so we got monetized because YouTube changed the regulations. And then I said, well, I still want the 1,000 subscribers to say that we got the 1,000 subscribers, and it would happen by August 18th. And boom, August 18th is 4 days away, and we've made it now. There's contact with SP again, if you were wondering about that. I went to a casino, and I hit big $1,200 jackpot. It's not as big as Ania Create Your Future, but it's the biggest one I've ever hit. And I will go into a whole story on that. We'll get into that. I had to go around, and I had to, all of this, I'm going to stress again, we are going to together stress and stick to self-concept. Self-concept is the key. Self-concept is the only thing we need to do, because that's all I've been doing is focused on myself, working out, self-growth in this channel. When I've done that, we have seen a major shift in 5 weeks of where I was 5 weeks ago, coming off a break because I was depressed and felt like I let everybody down. I felt like everything failed. But what happened 5 weeks later? Complete 180. Hitting the biggest jackpot I've ever hit in a casino, traveling all over the place, enjoying time with friends and family, reconnecting those relationships, having deep, meaningful conversations with SP from no contact, getting this channel to 1,000 subscribers, being able to make money online now. So in 5 weeks, everything could turn around. In 1 week, everything could turn around. In 1 day, everything can turn around. That's what we have to come to terms with. It is to the degree that we are self-persuaded, we will be successful. And I've also gone reaching out to other manifesting coaches for other guests for us. I did find a lady who teaches quantum physics, and because I'm Dr. Robert J. Oppenheimer, I'm allowed to speak to her. I did like that movie, as you know, because his line was not, I always thought the line was, I have become death. No, it says, I am become death. So then I thought, why don't we spin it into, I am manifester, creator of worlds instead of destroyer of worlds. So I thought it would be a fun spin on things. And then researching into the quantum stuff of all of this, I discovered a lot of the science does back up manifesting, and not just science. We want to go by results, and I have proved more results again. I will put myself as the guinea pig and the experiment through all of these things that I'm trying to manifest to show you that there is literally, if you know the story with me and SP, I'm not saying we're fully back together or everything, but from a thing where we were never going to speak again to a really bad situation and 3D action being taken, it's 180 where it's at right now. My financial mindset, it's always been pretty good, but it's like moving up now and feeling good every day, choosing to feel good every day, choosing to feel chosen by you every day, by going to the gym, by eating your meals, which reminds me, we have about an hour and a half to 2 hours because I do have to pick up meals again. And I'm going as Robert Oppenheimer to pick them up. But I want to tell the story. Let's go into a money manifestation story. And then I also want to talk about integrity and character building and stuff, because as you guys know, I run 2 pages. I run the Muscular Mystic, which is a little bit more 3D practical advice and fitness stuff mixed with, and it's like a little bit more feel your emotions, a little feely and stuff like that. Then you have this comedic, whatever I am, mystical manifesting man, which, by the way, I'll tell you this, someone who doesn't even fucking watch my channel, watches little snippets of it here and there, personal person I know in my life, wants to say things like, you need to stop going and dressing up as a wizard online. I'm not dressed up as a wizard. I'm dressed up as Dr. Robert J. Oppenheimer, creator of worlds. So get fucked, motherfucker. Don't talk shit about my channel. Don't talk shit about the Mystic. Don't talk shit about any of this. I will always address everything as it needs to be done. And at the same time, we don't need to take 3D action until people get fucked. But that did piss me off. Well, you're not like this podcaster, and you're not like this person. The simple answer is I'm not like that person because my name is Nick Leahy. I may play a lot of literally you characters, but I am the goddamn Mystic Manifester. I am the fucking Muscular Mystic. I am Flex Lassiter. I do dress up as cockroaches on a comedy channel and nights, and I will not back down from those points. So this is the self-concept I want everyone to get. You look someone in the eye, and whenever they're trying to question you, and you don't need to take any 3D action, but you look yourself in the eye, you look yourself in the mirror, you believe in what you are, and you don't back down on who you are for anybody or anything to try and prove a point to someone else. You are who you are, and you should be proud of who you are. Maybe we'll get into the character thing first. I've had that person and another person say, well, why aren't you doing sessions? You could be making a lot of money. Yes, I do charge a good amount of money. People pay it, and they get results, right? Why were you not taking clients? If my mindset is not right, I cannot ethically take money. Why are you not making videos? You could be boosting up your channel. I am not taking money or making videos because if I'm not in the right mindset, I cannot properly help people. So my integrity and my name and what's behind it mean more to me than quick cash, mean more to me than jumping up in subscribers. If it took another year to make the 1,000, then that's what it would take. This is my part of my self-concept. I have a belief in who I am. And I am not going to do a sellout thing. I'm not going to say I'm doing this for this. And it's an ulterior motive and to benefit yourself for a selfish reason. Yes, I believe in looking out for yourself and self-love, but I do not believe in hurting other people to get what you want. So that's kind of that point. And so many people, I don't want to have that assumption because that will bring more people into my reality. But I've seen a couple people in my reality who are just very much self-absorbed and looking for the quick, easy way to do something. And sometimes the proper way is going within your own mind and doing things knowing that if having that integrity behind it is going to get you to where you need to be in the long run, but it might take a little bit longer. But at least you have a good character behind that. So anyway, that was a message I wanted to say, and I was going to put it on the Muscular Mystic page. But I thought while I'm here, say it, just because I was thinking about it. But anyway, I'll tell the story about manifesting $1,200. And we'll do it as Robert J. Oppenheimer. All right. So we're going to talk about self-love and going out and doing things. As you know, there was SP issues, and I didn't know what to do. So I said, what do I teach? I have to go and do something very self-love. Pug Life, what's up? Thank you. Thank you so much. We made it. Who would have thought a year later we'd be here? I'm telling the story about manifesting $1,200. So, going through issues with SP, said, what am I going to do? Well, the only thing to do is self-love and take care of yourself and go about everything I teach. I had to go do all my teachings because I didn't want to do them. I wanted to take 3D action because it felt natural, it felt easy. It's like, yeah, I believe in manifesting, but let me just do this. Let me just do this. So, I've been hanging out with my friends. I've been going out on trips. We've had a lot of adventures. A lot of crazy things happen. You guys know some of them from other lives. We decided, good morning, Eric. How are you doing, brother? We decided we were going to go to the Renaissance Fair, and this is another point I want to make about being yourself. Everybody there was authentically themselves, but you might think in real life they might not want to be themselves. They'll hide that version of themselves. I'll tell you straight up, I'll go to the Renaissance Fair and Comic-Con. I did both this weekend. So some people will try to bully people for doing stuff like that, or that they like to dress up when they go to these things. Those people can get fucked because you need to live your authentic life and be yourself. Do not worry about what other people think. More self-concept. So the self-concept of those people was very more amazing, and I loved it. But anyway, we go to the Renaissance Fair, and it's like, okay, well, what are we going to do now? It's over. We only got the last 2 hours, but we rushed that. And it was like, just to get out and do something. Well, you know me, I like to gamble. My friend likes to gamble too, so we go to gamble. And I don't know if he's going to pop in here or not. He does claim that he has the notifications on, so if you're here, I saw you comment earlier on one of the other posts. Anyway, we go to gamble. We go to a little gambling hut, make a little bit of money. And then we go to a tiki-themed gambling hut. Maybe about $77, $85, somewhere in there. About, with the total of the night, I might be up about $50 or something like that. It's not much. It's like, I mean, the way the money's going up and down, I might be only up $50 to $75 at that point. Then the lady at the place, I'm just being authentic and myself, and I make her laugh, and she starts talking with me, and she runs this little shop, and she goes, why don't you guys go to a real casino? I'm like, I can't find one on here. And I'm like, this one has no pictures. She goes, that's the one you want to go to. It's a tent, but you'll never know it's a tent. It's inside. You didn't know it's a tent. It looks like a fucking building. So we go to this casino, and it's a normal time, winning, losing, but progressively losing. You have a connection problem, Inked? I'm going to leave it up, so if you want to rewatch it later, I know you're going to be kind of busy today. Well, anyway, the point is, we're winning, losing. But I'm trying to win is the thing. When you're trying to do something, manifesting doesn't seem to work from my research. When you're experiencing a win, you're winning. Like at the one place where me and my friend were gambling a couple weeks ago. I knew I was going to win when I re-demonstrated to him what I did. I said, so basically I went on this machine and I put the money in like this, right? And I picked this game, but I would pick this game to demonstrate it to you and pick a different game. And I said, and when I hit this button, a lot of money came out and I hit it and then ping, money. So because I believed it was going to happen, there was no attachment to it. I didn't need the money. I wasn't panicked about it. But when you take $100 bill and you put it into something, then now it's kind of shit just got real. And I kept telling him, I'm like, I'm going to do what Ani does. I create your future, where she talks about the slot machine. So I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave here with a jackpot in the thousands. So instead of looking for the winning machine or the big machine, I slowed down. I took a breath. I looked around. I said, where is the machine that feels right? I look over. There's a machine with a moon on it. And if you know, like, I don't have the moon reference, but it's like you'll see the picture or you'll see the video on the channel. Actually, I think it was that video popping that made the channel get more popular. So anyway, and that's what got us to 1,000 subscribers. Because it got 1,300 views in a couple hours. Anyway, the moon was one of my grandma's favorite symbols. And as you know, my grandma was very important to me. She passed away right around the time that the channel started. So, or right a couple months before the channel started. So I wanted to leave a good legacy for her by saying, okay, her grandson went out and helped a lot of people. So I kind of did all this stuff. And I started trying to do, like, I look into a lot of spirit communication stuff. I look into all aspects of life. But I'm like, if you feel like, I mean, you don't have your SP, you do mental inner conversation. So I started having inner conversations with my grandma as I'm gambling. My father is strongly against gambling. I said, all right, that was his mom. I said, all right, Grandma, let's show Dad that we're going to make some money. Click. I put $100 in this game. had no faith in it, no pull towards it, anything like that. I just knew that was like her type of game. It just felt kind of natural to walk over there. But putting the $100 in was scary. So I put in the 100, and it's like, all right, boom, 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 down, 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 down. I'm like, all right, Grandma, well, we're gonna get this money soon. Oh, we're gonna get it soon. We're gonna get it soon. I'm like, all right. Now I'm just having inner conversations. And I realized this when I'm down to my like last $10. I'm like, these are inner conversations. These are not manifesting techniques. What would be done if I won? So me and my friend aren't going to be jumping and screaming around like some of these guys at the casino. I look to the left, and he's gambling and losing. I look to in front of me, I'm losing. I pictured a win, and I said, hey, friend, hey, bro, take a look. And him going, you motherfucker. And then I remember Ani saying, when you get a big jackpot, you hold out your hand. They count the money into your hand. I said, okay, I picture that. I got a smile on my face, picturing him telling my dad that I won the jackpot. And him being like, oh, whatever. Like, I didn't want to talk about it. And then there's like being thankful to God, the universe, and my grandma for being there. And then I hit another spin or two. And it didn't look like a jackpot. I mean, even if you look at the thing, it doesn't really look like it would be. But then, like, it will ching ching, and then it starts going up, and I'm like, oh, like if we go over $100, I'll get out. It was over 100, 2, 3. I'm like, oh, that's a pretty big win. I haven't hit 300 in a while. And then it goes bling, and something comes up. I'm like, fuck, did this thing crash? And it goes call an attendant, and underneath it says $1,200. And I said, oh my god, I am now become manifester. Creator of money. And that's the story of how I manifested. Wolf Run? No. Wolf Run and Buffalo Game are supposedly good, but I'd never win with them. I have bad assumptions on them. But this Moon Game might be my new favorite, but I've only ever seen it at this casino that I went to the other day. However, that was the money manifestation story. And then I've been doing crazy inner conversations. As you know, I had issues with SP and stuff like that. And I just did all inner conversations. I focused on the best. And I focused on myself more than anything else. Cleopatra's decent too. I like that one too. Hit or miss for me though. So then I decided to focus on myself. And through that, I've been making crazy good gains. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I posted up. Or if you follow me on Snapchat, you see I post all this stuff up. And I've been excited for myself. That's the thing that I want everyone to get to. This is the self-concept where everything comes in. Because I've had multiple women come in to want to be with me. I've had friends from the past, my best friend from grammar school, and other people start reaching out to me. I've gone on some crazy adventures, but all of it comes from I was happy about myself. I went off and I made some merch for my fitness channel that I haven't even really posted too much on. It's more of like a derivative of this channel. But I put my self-concept first, and it's like, I'm excited to wear that. So what's the feeling of that? Getting excited to come here and dress up as Oppenheimer and make people laugh and teach manifesting and answer questions and things like that. That was important to me. So that's what I wanted to get around to today, is just addressing self-concept, putting your character first, not letting other people tell you who or what you should be, not letting anyone in this world push you around, because it is just an illusion. The only real world is here. Now, I'm not saying go be a fucking maniac or menace to society because only I'm real. No, but I'm saying to value yourself and your opinion and what you want to do more than someone who tells you what you should be doing with your life, more than someone who tells you that you need to be this way because I deemed it right. They didn't deem it right. That's their problem and their reality. I've been getting into like a whole lot more stuff. The lessons could be getting deeper, but I saw now that I could create a membership channel and the deeper conversations that are about manifesting, but not really about like the main stuff to manifest. Like deeper stuff is in terms of like more esoteric, like more thoughts on like what I think about like channelers and afterlife and things like that. That would probably be part of the membership channel because it's not really pertaining to direct information you need to know to manifest. Regular stuff to help you manifest your desires with everything you need would be on the regular channel. So I was thinking, I'm like, what would I post on on a membership channel. And I started thinking, I'm like, well, I do like all that other stuff. So Zippos are very expensive, but they never seem to work. We did the bit already, so it's okay. A torch never fails. Just like a mystic never fails. You always succeed at whatever goals you have. Now, let us get into quantum physics. I should have prepared. Inked. Thank you. We will use it to open. It is a sharp wool. That was Ink's birthday gift to me. Now, I have no plan for why I did this. I just decided to. I bought these a while. I didn't. I took them a while back from somewhere. What do you know about manifesting? Well, forget it all. We're going to teach it new. It's all this a bit. Just asking me questions, guys. Regular manifesting questions, we'll go into it. But I did think about getting like a chalkboard or chalkboard paint and then doing like mapping it out. Because I do like about Joseph Rodriguez and a couple other channels I've seen. They map the, like he does like the mind map where like they draw it out, makes it more visual. I feel like most people know everything already that we're going to teach. And I've been looking into the quantum physics more now. There's a channel I found. She's newer, but she fucking popped. Like her channel is big. I think she got like 17,000 subscribers. I've reached out to her. Haven't heard anything. Her name is Davy Seatram. She is a scientist who teaches manifestation and what she has learned through it. So I've admired her. And I thought interviewing her today was going to be the plan, but I didn't really fully focus on that. But I will bring the Oppenheimer costume back for that. What's up, H? How you doing, brother? Welcome in. You've been here since the very beginning. We've made it 1,000. We're talking all about self-love, self-growth, and this is the movement of the channel forward because we know we can manifest unconfidently if you're anxious, if you're upset, if you're angry. If you're going through all of that. You were the 69th? Nice. I was going to say, we know that you can manifest in negative states, but if you cannot become a high-value, self-concept, heaven motherfucker, we see that you lose. What do we learn from me? You lose whatever you brought in. So, we're not losing anything, so why not gain from a very high-value point of view right off the bat? I think that's what we need to start doing. I know that's what we need to start doing because that's what I've done. And it has been a very good week this week, very good week last week. But it took a lot of rebuilding. I'm almost ready to start replying to the emails. I might do it today or maybe just wait another week, reply to emails and coaching, stuff like that. Because like I said, I want to be 100% in who I am and confident as a teacher before I go and take money and give advice for something I don't feel is the best product I could give, which is myself teaching the law. Quit watching YouTube and go to the gym, y'all. Yeah. That's what I'm doing today. I haven't gone yet. I missed yesterday, but I've been clean on it. Been clean on the diet, clean like my conscience. So, yeah, get on your diets, your mental diets, your physical diets, your workouts, your manifesting routines, and overall is living a very positive, happy life experience. I mean, that is honestly the key to the whole thing because if you had your SP, if you had the money, if you had what you want now, how would you live your life? And that's the point. How would you feel? You would be way more confident, but I want you to be confident first because The signs don't precede the facts. Me and Ink had this conversation like 5 fucking times and we kept getting it backwards. Your thoughts happen, then the signs and the manifestations come. Thoughts first, life second. It's a shadow, it's a reflection, it's a mirror. This camera is like a mirror. I say, man, you look goofy as hell, Nick. You are pretending to be a movie character while teaching something serious. And now, I'm Nick again. But I can't do this. The hat doesn't come off that way. The SP doesn't change when you're out here trying to do this. Wait, please, please, please. The money doesn't come to you when you're like, I need it. You know when it comes is when you do this. Oh, money. Oh, there's that wedding ring. Oh, there's that dream job. Oh, there's my business. And I put it on the screen. That's when it happens. My brother and I are going to the gym. That's awesome, brother. I've been trying to get my brother into the gym as well. But yeah, it has been a crazy 5 weeks. But then here's another thing I realized too. Nothing is a mistake. We are always where we need to be. And I need to buy a better fucking desk because this one's always shaking. But we are always where we need to be, right? And even though it doesn't feel like it sometimes, if I didn't go through what I went through, I didn't have to. I did a bunch of 3D action to fuck up my situation. But when I did, it led me to here. When I'm here, I learned a lot of new lessons to teach. I learned more ways to not do something. What did not Albert Einstein. Who's the guy, the fucking asshole who robbed Nikola Tesla? Edison. What that asshole Edison said was very true. I didn't fail 1,300 ways. I found 1,300 ways to not do something. And in those mistakes, he also learned how to do other things. So let's go from that point of view. That we don't fuck up. There is no failure. We're just not being patient, or we're learning a lesson to help ourselves or others in the future. We always get what we want, and you can't fuck this up, which I'm very disappointed because Printful is the place that does all my merch. And they're going to stop these phone cases, which I wanted something you guys could carry with you all the time. So it's a little bit disappointing. But maybe they'll add wristbands or something. I've been visualizing a couple of the products I visualized them having, they started having. But I would like them to do wristbands. Now I'm going back to being Nick. But I'm leaving the hat on because my hair is crazier than I thought. I just stepped out the shower. Uh-oh. But anyway, tell me about your guys' weekend. What did you do this weekend? How did you self-improve? What are the steps you're taking? What questions do you have on manifesting? That's what the Monday Lives are for. It's for if you can't afford the coaching and you have questions on the videos or you have other things you want to talk about, you tell them to me now and then I'll write them down if it's a really extensive thing and I'll do a video on it, or we'll talk about it now. Because I do have a whole list of topics I need to go through. But for videos. Oh, wait, these are for guests. I need the one for Sunday. If anyone got that reference. Who loves SpongeBob? Don't you, Mr. Krabs? Squidward. Circumstances not mattering. We kind of went over that because the circumstances don't. I mean, the bridge that is unfolding in my reality now, no matter how ugly it gets, I know it always turns out in my favor. And when it does, this time will really show you the circumstances don't fucking matter. But I mean, it really showed when I was told, I can't see you again. I don't want to see you again. And you're blocked everywhere. If that was not a end of the line scenario and I changed it, then this stuff is not fake. I would not put my face out here and I would not dress up as movie characters to make you guys laugh while we're doing this. And the reason I do a lot of the stupid stuff too is, one, not only do I like it and it is part of me, but you need to laugh, especially on this fucking journey, because it gets hard and it gets ugly and it beats your ass at times. The 3D will get violent towards you because it's all just a shadow, and your negative thoughts have created this ugly, ugly shadow of a world, and you have to change them. So by laughing at everything, smiling at everything, refinding yourself, your personality, because so many times we lose it during this, we need to refine it and laugh about what we're going through. And that's where I think the comedy stuff comes into play with what I do. Because I know I wasn't laughing. I was mad. But certain coaches would make me smile when I would watch their channels. That's what we need to do. You skip the workouts. I skipped a lot of workouts too for a couple of weeks, but now I'm back on that grind. We could slip up, we could fall, we could fail, because there's no such thing as failure. We could get our asses handed to us by life, but we will not fail in the long run. We have to hold in and true to the vision of what we want. The more you dwell in it, the more you sleep with that idea as you go to sleep, the more you get into. I want to start making videos about stats and visualizing. I know it's not a method for everyone, but I love stats and visualizing, and I've been getting a lot better at it, and a lot of crazy mystical things have been being unfolded to me. And I'm more excited whenever I have a break at work or I have nothing to do to not pick this motherfucking phone up and go on social media, to sit down and do stats on a situation that I'm contemplating, or I'd like to make better, or one that I've already had, or I go back to the memories. Can manifest with memories too. The second man, my friend from the video the other day, he made a video on memories. We talked about memories and manifesting before. I've manifested SP and sent thought transmissions of things that have happened in the past. So this goes to show everything is possible. All infinite timelines exist here and now. Here and now is our best time. So many of us are getting jammed up on past. What has happened in the past? The more you focus on what has happened in the past, your brain is naturally assuming, how can this happen again in the future? And what's going to fuck me over in the future? You're preparing for the worst because you have experienced the worst. So you just you hope for it again. So you are literally sitting waiting for the worst thing to happen because you're focused on the bad stuff of the past. And then when that means, if you're only focused on that, you can only focus on bad in the future. But the truth is, all we have is the present moment. This is where I've come to terms with revision. I've never really revised before, but I just watched a video on Sammy Ingram talking about affirmations and revising. And I said, you know what? That's kind of what I do is I'll change it, but you don't see a direct result to it. You don't see a direct change. And it's more or less, it just feels like a natural change of things. And that's kind of how things have always been for me when they would change. It was kind of indirect. It would just naturally unfold. That's why Neville says you think the stuff is fake sometimes, because everything unfolds naturally. And we experience time linearly, which means right now, right now, right now, right now. All these present moments are becoming now, and then they become the future, and then life goes on and goes away. But all times are happening now. It took me a while to understand what Neville meant. The year 3000 is happening now. Like the year 10 is happening now. And he was living in 1970. 1970 is happening now. Our time in this video right here was happening now when Neville said that. And what he's saying right now is happening now. And it's the most fucking mind-boggling, crazy shit. And that's why I started studying the science of this after watching the Oppenheimer movie. But I went to the Oppenheimer movie as therapy over the SP stuff. And it wound up leading me into this theory, which made me a better teacher, I think, in a way, and a better understanding and student of the law. So if all the times are happening now, all we really have is the present moment. So we have to choose to feel good in every present moment again and again and again. Like Joe Dispenza says, it becomes a habit. So we want to become the habit of being happy and receiving and healthy and everything else we want in life. We have it now. And the more we can feel it in the now, as the linear time goes along, that becomes our pattern. That becomes who we are the more we stay in that state. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You have to stay in every present moment in the best possible way. Are you going to slip up during sets? Yeah. Do I? What do? You fucking start over. You're trying to visualize as you're going to sleep and you lose the vision. Wake yourself up. go back. But I'm saying some nights you can fall asleep and forget about it, and it will still come to fruition. As long as you're going to sleep with the intention, your subconscious just gets hit again and again and again. We're in a boxing match with our subconscious. You got to beat that motherfucker into submission till it understands you're in control. You are the conscious mind, and you tell the subconscious what you want done, and it has no choice but to push it out. Hey, Nick, first want to say thank you for what you do, bro. What you do if you're doubting manifesting an SP coming back, because it's been a year plus with zero and even some negative/opposite results. Part of me wants to believe the law works, but damn, I don't know how much longer I can with zero results. After a while, it just feels like it's delusional, if I'm being honest. Like it's to the point where doing a technique to get into the state just hurts mentally. Okay, so let's talk about that. This is where I kind of differ with people, and like it's hard to recognize. Okay, can a bridge take a year to unfold? Yeah, for a job, it took me a little bit over a year and a half for an opportunity to present itself. But I don't believe that it has to be like that, because when they say manifestation is instant, it's not only that it's instant, where like you could have a thought of SP and then boom, you get a message and you haven't heard from them in a while. Like me and my SP were like fighting recently, as you guys know, and kind of like semi-split again. And I want to tell the whole story when the whole bridge unfolds back and we're back together. Like, see, that's the confidence I'm able to have in it. But when I'm able to tell that story, because I want to unfold the whole thing to you to show you the whole process of it. I have a thought of her, and I'm thinking only loving and good thoughts for about 2 to 3 days. When I have one thought, boom, at the same time the thought pops in my head, the message pops on my phone. Because it's instant and all time is now. And like, this is where we get into the all time is now thing. So I don't believe in having to wait a year, because for me, it has taken with SP anywhere from 2 weeks to a month or two. And the reason why it would take longer, I think in last year it was like the whole summer. But why was it taking longer? Because I'm double-minded. I'm going from I have SP to no, this is delusional. This is delusional. It doesn't work. So you see, I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Law is real. Law is not real. Law is real. Law is not real. And what are you doing? You're doing a technique from what it sounds like. Your technique that you're doing is to get SP. The point is not to do the technique to get SP. The point is to have SP now. The technique is a tool to make you feel that you have SP now. If you could just say, I have SP now and feel it, that's better than any fucking technique, but it will feel delusional at first. So that's why we do inner conversations. If I'm talking to my SP every day, I'm feeling good. All right, so I don't know your whole circumstances. If you are blocked everywhere, which I was before, you already know my stance on angel numbers and stuff like that. I don't really believe that the angel numbers mean anything other than the chance for you to say, this is a sign. You turn anything into a sign. Like I said, the little electrical slugs from the boxes, whatever that I find around work, those are signs. And I either say an affirmation when I pick it up, which is SP loves me, or I jump into an end scene where SP saying I love you and kissing me and holding me, like I'm holding her by the waist and stuff like that. I jump into that scene. So everything is a sign. And you're experiencing it as a long-term thing. So I might not have her or see her today, tomorrow, next week, or whatever. But what I can control is right now, this moment. I only have control of the moment. I only have control of my mind and the moment. The rest of this that feels real and feels like it's beating us down is an illusion. It is what is pushed out. It is the result. Everybody is only playing the part of what we assign to them. If we assign that they don't think we're shit, then we're not shit. So when you believe you're worth it, they have no choice but to believe you're worth it. So it's like 80%, they always say 80% self-concept, 20% SP work. So if you're always working on you, going to the gym, working on your hobbies, eating right, cleaning your house, and taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, you're treating yourself the way you want to be treated. SP will come back in and treat you that way. When you think of SP, no matter what you've heard or seen, you believe what you want to see and hear. So if you have to focus on that particular moment and you can't focus on having them and don't feel you have them at the moment, SP is crying about me. SP is telling her friends how she misses me, how she fucked up, and blah, 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 because I've done this. And later on, it will be repeated back to you that they did cry about you. They did do that. And that is not my SP's personality, by the way. She does not cry about shit. She fucking makes a decision and doesn't give two fucks. But she did about me. She talked about me a lot. People in her reality who I didn't even really know, where I just made up characters in my mind who really turned out to be very similar to what I thought. They told her what to do and what to do. You should get back with them and blah, blah, blah. So everything I imagined behind the scenes was happening behind the scenes. Whatever you want, whatever you think is happening behind the scenes is happening behind the scenes. And I can't explain it other than that there are parallel realities. There are multiple universes. This is where I got into the science of all of it. And infinite timelines. You are just selecting the one you want to be in. And no matter how long it takes, you'll be there, because the linear time doesn't matter. You experience it now. When you get into a really good visualization, you don't need SP. You fall asleep like you just slept together. Like, I mean, I was doing no nuts, so you don't even have to fucking bust a nut doing it. But I've heard of people doing the O technique, but me and Tone, as you guys know, goated. We were laughing about that before too, the O technique or whatever. But you go to sleep, feeling that SP is sleeping next to you, telling you that, I mean, I learned it from Elmer and I know it works. And he learned it from his grandpa, and his grandpa learned it from Neville. That's what it is. And you fall asleep as if it's done now. Whenever you want to think of SP, say, wow, SP is thinking about me. I'm so glad SP is thinking about me. Or you have that inner conversation like, man, it has been a long fucking day. Babe, can you believe this day? And you're just picturing and feeling their presence, feeling their energy. And it comes in quick from what I've seen. There have been people who've been here since the beginning of the channel who the manifestation is not there yet. So maybe there is something about the time. But you could be being double-minded the whole time, because I watch manifesting videos because I like the creators. I like the idea. I like to keep my mind immersed in the idea of manifestation instead of letting TikTok and all that stuff and whatever's on TV and corporations and whatever in the outside world brainwash me. I take the things from the outside world that I want to hear, and I brainwash myself with those into good, positive thinking ideas. The whole point is saturating your mind with the best and putting yourself first, saturating yourself with the best idea of yourself, with the best idea of SP, with the best idea of the world you want to live in. Start making a mini manifestation list as well. How many other things have you manifested while trying to manifest SP? If you say nothing, because I mean, everything in our life comes to us because of an assumption or a manifestation of what we already believe about ourselves and the world around us. Set deliberate mini manifestations to feel the power that you have within you. It's like a workout. You're working your mind. I've had a couple of little stupid ones that I put in my head that made me more confident in the law. Same thing when you go to the gym and you can lift more weights. Your many manifestations become a little bit bigger, a little bit more bold, and then you get more things, and then you start feeling more confident in yourself. And the whole time using the present moment to feel that you already have what you want. So anyway, that's my answer to that question. I hope it answered it. If it's unclear, let me know. Oh, excuse me. I love the suit and the hat, by the way. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I had the here. Will. It actually has a hole in it. It's a comedy prop. You're welcome, brother. Does anyone else have any other questions? We got anything else? I mean, we're at an hour now. It's actually, I don't want to, because I made a dressed up. It's a 1,000 subscriber special. We're doing an Oppenheimer parody. We got to, I mean, we go like 3 hours from nonsense half the time. If you guys want to talk about anything in general, we could do that too. Like, what did you guys do this weekend for yourselves? Like I said, I went to Comic-Con and Renaissance Fair. Not stuff my SP's into. That's stuff I like. But I wouldn't have gone if I was with SP. So you know what? Even if now, if we're together, I do what the fuck I want to do. Stop trying to change yourself for other people. Do what you want. Not let anyone dictate to you what your life should be. Because they are the mirror reflection of you. They are your negative thoughts and assumptions pushed outwards. So change your thoughts of them, change your thoughts of yourself, change your thoughts of the world, and it will reflect back to you. I think I kind of went on like all the rants I wanted to, which was like integrity. And I see like a lot of stuff where it's like people don't really have the integrity to like I said, a couple people in my life are like, you could do this just to make money. It's not about the money, it's about the message. Like, sounds like a movie villain, but I want to be a force for good in this. So if all I could do right now at the moment is the live streams, then like I said, I was only doing live streams for a while. If I get the energy for a couple of videos and I keep myself pumped up, which I am, like I'm excited to make videos again. We want to find passion and excitement in life for everything we love to do. And for me, it is this, it's lifting weights, it's working out. Well, it's the same thing. It's lifting weights and working out. It's making little comedy films and stuff like that. And this way I can bridge both of them with this channel. It's helping people. It's making TikToks. It's having a nice cigar and a drink with a friend and family. It's going out with my friends. It's having a nice, meaningful time with SP. Those are what I like. And if one of them can't be experienced at the moment, like the SP thing, then fine. We will experience what we can experience now at the moment and enjoy it. So have passion and excitement for everything in life. I enjoy the birds. Should I just go into like a whole quantum physics lesson now? I actually have to think that one out. Like actually, like I said, I want to draw it out, do it on a chalkboard, and be like, all right, here's how parallel realities work. Here's how all this goes. But I mean, honestly, I could just explain it. Like there's no need to do all the craziness to it, but I do like the meme of it all. All right, if you guys have something to say, anything about life or the channel or how far we've come or what you're thinking or questions, ask it now because maybe I'll just end it in an hour. Be a quick live today. Someone's got to help me drive the chat because I can't drive it myself apparently today. Today I kind of went in shooting from the hip, not knowing a topic or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to jump on because staying disciplined and consistent on what you want is something you have to do. You have to be consistent, showing up every day. You don't feel like doing stats, you show up and you do the stats. You don't feel like going to the gym, you show up and you do a workout. It might not be the best, but you showed up and you aimed to do better. And the next day you show up and you just try to do a little better than you did yesterday, and you will. I am in a pretty similar situation to you. At some point, just kind of forget what SP even looks like or would actually feel like to live in the end. I've been there as well too. It sucks when you feel like you can't remember their face, you can't remember their voice. They usually happen around a month and a half to 2 months is what I learned. You'll start to forget it, but then that's where you just get a feeling that the feeling of SP, and it's hard to explain, but it's like the essence or the soul or whatever of the ideal version of the SP that you want with you and how that feels, but you don't remember the body fully. You can't remember the face. You don't, the voice. And then when they come back, sometimes it is like, it's like my husband, like, I don't remember her voice sounding like that. She looks a little bit different. Sometimes hotter, sometimes not. And it's like, huh. But in my mind, I just got the feeling. Neville says feeling is the secret. We went into, I would just go into the feeling of having SP, and the subconscious knew who I was intending for. It knew exactly what I wanted because it doesn't make mistakes. It knows what you want. And I'll touch on this too because it's something else I think is very important is your inner talk and like, you know, coming from stand-up comedy and comedy skits and stuff like that, there's a lot of self-deprecation or acting. You're playing a different character, and sometimes there's a tragic character. So when you're coming from things like that, you have to be very fucking careful how much you get into that character or how many times you make a self-deprecating joke. Enough self-deprecating jokes, those are fucking affirmations. If it's a thought that circles here a lot of times and leaves these, then it's an affirmation. Then it's a belief. Enough times it's done, it's a habit and a belief. So we want to watch. No more self-deprecating jokes. Don't put yourself down for another person to laugh. Even if it's your friends and your family, do not do it. It was hard for me to control for a while because I knew it would give people laughs and I knew I would feel validated if I had that. Do not self-joke about yourself. Do not say little things like Reverend Ike talks about. It's like, oh, I'm so forgetful. Then what? You're going to get dementia? You're not forgetful. You're not stupid. You're not a joke. You're not fat. You're not lazy. You're not any of the negative terms you could attach to I am. Do not. Don't stuff around because I'm upset about it. You will not attach anything to I am except positive. I am strong. Let the weak man say I'm strong. Let the poor man say I am rich. You are rich. You are wealthy. You are abundant. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are handsome. You are strong. You are muscular. You are desired by SP. What you desire is you. And that's another thing I learned too. What you desire is you. And this damn Blue Jay is always out here whenever I get on a good rant. Like it flies away and I get on a good rant for something. That's a big motherfucking Blue Jay too. And that's a sign. Everything's a sign. That's a sign. It could just be a bird outside the window, but no, it's a sign now because I said it's a sign. And it's hard not to judge the unideal version, which essentially have a new SP showing up exactly how she should. There is zero effort involved, and she is there for me daily, and SP is not here. Now, that is also another hard situation. I've been in those as well. And I've had clients choose the new one, and they've been very happy. And you have to ask yourself why that other SP. I mean, because this is the reality that you're in now. I do believe it could change, but I also don't believe, I don't know what's the thing, not looking a gift horse in the eye or whatever it is, but like, don't turn down a gift from God or whatever. So maybe that is your true desire that's being brought to you. If you close your eyes and you compare them off personalities and everything like that, obviously the new one meets it. Ask yourself, why do you really want that original SP versus the new one? When I had the woman showing up who did meet almost everything I was looking for in SP and even looked better, I found one flaw. New SP was a drunk. So I chose to keep persisting and get my old SP back, which is the one you guys know about the channel. And she was very clingy. And what did I take from that? That SP, allowing her in my life and doing all that stuff. I learned how to better address and do stuff with my SP and how to change myself and become a better man through it. So there's always a lesson, and this goes back to my point, we are always where we need to be. So it's up to you to choose. And I can't make the call for you. But if it has presented itself, I have considered before too. My SP shows up this way. I have this built-in assumptions. It will probably continue to need work because there have been traumatic things in the past that I have to now work on and build from. It can be a work, but is that person worth the work to you? Or are you happier and more comfortable and feel happy with where you are now? Choose that then. I can't tell you what to choose and what not to choose. I can tell you what my experience has been. 10 times out of 10, despite what the world gave me, I chose original SP every time. But believe it or not, there was another SP before this one. And current SP, appeared when that one was not showing up correct. And instead of changing her, which I was seeing little signs and little things, instead of worrying about that and putting that much effort into it, I said, I'm just putting effort into myself and going to the gym. And this SP showed up and gave me everything I wanted. But then I started fearing and letting insecurities from the past of that relationship and other stuff come into my head. And now all of a sudden, the woman who appeared to me as perfect became that other version. They're just like all of them. That's why people have the same marriage to 5-6 different people, because they have an assumption about relationships in general. They have an assumption about men or women in general that is going to get them to that level. So, this is where I go back again to self-concept. So even if you choose the new SP, be very careful. Your self-concept is high enough and you will have a core belief that that woman is different than the other SP and she will never be that way. And if you see anything that's indication of it, you flip it on its head right away. Because what we learn is people always change based on our assumptions. That's the one thing I've been able to learn throughout this entire thing. And it's hard because it doesn't feel real. It doesn't make logical sense to us, but it's the only thing to justify why 3D action has not worked for me in a lot of situations. It's only thing to justify why I see a change on really horrible people in my life, not just SP, but really horrible people I've seen in bosses, people I've dealt with in like the street, or people I've known, or friends or acquaintances. The only reason I've seen things change is because of my assumptions. Change my assumption on someone, they change. It doesn't make sense, but it does. Is the only way I could explain it. I'm shifting into that reality where that is like that. Check the time. Want to make sure I'm still on schedule. 11? Yeah. Do at least another hour. Does anyone else have any? I mean, I won't stick around the next hour if no one's got any questions, but I hope that answered those questions as well. Like I said, I will not make the call for you. People will be like, SP, send me a message. What do I do? You make the call. You know what's right and what's wrong. You know your feeling. If you don't feel good, then don't answer the message. I didn't before, and then SP blocked me. She came back up, but she unblocked me and everything came up, messaged me. I didn't feel good in the moment, and I didn't, and I freaked the fuck out. This is back when I talked to Akshay before I even had a channel, like a year before I had a channel. And I told Akshay from Manifesting Monster, I said, I fucked it all up because I think he was doing like free coaching at the time. I don't think he does anymore, but I freaked out messaging him. He didn't respond, which was like Abdullah closing the door in Neville's face. Because when he did, I had no choice but to go back to just using manifestation and calmly and meditating. I was like, well, whatever it is. She'll message me again. And then I realized, going to Facebook, someone sent me a message. I don't usually use Messenger, and I noticed that she's not blocked on Messenger. And I said, hey, just noticed this, and that you didn't block me here. And I saw you reached out to me, but then you blocked me again. And then that led to a get back together. But it took relaxing and stepping back. Get out of the forest to see the forest. If you're looking at the trees, you can't see the forest. Think like you said before. Just got to forgive myself. I can't get past the bad assumption I have of her and move on. Yeah, you have to forgive yourself for what you created, and you have to and don't beat yourself up over it. I had to do a lot of soul searching, but I feel really good because something that kind of helped me cope with all of it was at the end of life. At the end of life, they say it's a play, and all these are our other fellow actors and stuff like that. And we were the writer of the play, we were the director of the play, we were the star of the play, and we were the producer. And we put on one hell of a show, didn't we? What good is a movie or a play if no dramatic stuff happens, if no bad things happen? It's just, wow, I'm a character and I'm going to have a great day. I had a great day today. Well, I faced no challenges and therefore have no arc. What a great story. The story doesn't make sense like this. The story's kind of fucking lame. So we're here to learn a lesson. And these other characters are here to help you play the lesson. And like I said, it took a lot, but I took it from the Bible. What did Jesus say as he was being murdered? Forgive them, they know not what they do. And in the Bible, he was anticipating being killed before it happened. I was anticipating bad stuff happening with SP. You were probably anticipating bad stuff happening with SP. We anticipate the worst before it happens. And if it does, forgive yourself, because you are only acting as a human, which is what we have. We have to forget, like our whole divine being, to come here and experience the play. That's how we method act. We can't act in the play knowing that we're the character. We have to truly feel the emotions of the character. You have to not remember that you can change it. But when you realize you can, it's a cheat code. That's how you rewrite the script. And you say, you know what? I do feel happier with new SP. I do like this a lot better. And I forgive her because I know those were just my assumptions. I forgive myself for those assumptions because you know what? It came from fear, insecurity, failure on my part, negative assumptions, negative thinking. But you know what? It led me to be a better manifester. It led me to learn the law. It led me to help people. It led me to all these great things. You list out all these things it led you to. And it's like, and if we don't wind up back together, I'm cool. And I'm okay with it not winding up back together. And I'm getting what I asked for here. And maybe I like this script a little bit better. And maybe she's got to leave the stage. But thank you. I'll see you at the end of the play. We all come around at the end of the play and we shake hands and bow together and say, wow, what a great show. You really killed it at that part because that was a major pivotal moment in my arc. So thank you and made my character a lot better. And it's a new SP if you wind up staying with her or whatever. Thank you for everything. But that's just kind of like the deep philosophical meaning and the way I took it in the play and as an actor myself and a comedian and all that stuff. I took it like that and it helped me cope with all of it and realizing, okay, if someone else better comes in, I mean, I've enjoyed myself a little bit this past month because I'm not wasting life. I'm not wasting opportunities. I've done it before with SP, but I'm not. I hope she comes back. Oh, I'm going to go on my knees and pray, and maybe Lord will feel blessed enough to give me something. You know, God lives within inside you. You are the writer, actor, and director of this play. You enjoy life the best way you can. You embrace the lovely surprises that come to you. You enjoy them when you can. And if you still hold that desire and it's still burning and you really want it with the person that you want it, then hold the version of them in your head. Or one of the things when I was with another woman for a while, I would picture, in a bad way, I was picturing that my SP was the one in my bed holding me when it was this woman holding on to me. And I'm like, in my mind's eye, that's SP there. It's not the woman who I'm with. And it was an imaginal act, and that plays a part in my story, and it plays a part in what I'm teaching you guys, and all made for a cool story and arc. So I hope that helps. Oh, we made it over the hour. So if anyone else has anything else, let me know. We still have half a cigar left. Yeah, man. At some point, even if you love them, no one is worth designing your whole life and day after. It has to feel natural anyway. Exactly. That's the point I came to. And that's why it's like, even with this bridge unfolding, I don't know how it unfolds. I want SP, and the more I focus on having my SP and doing all, it's a natural. That's where I struggle personally. You guys have seen my entire journey. And I'd be a liar if it's not ingrained in me that I feel that I need to be with this SP for this channel to be successful. I'd be a liar if I'd say that that's not an assumption that I hold in my head. But I do know that there are a lot of women who could make me happier, probably. And besides that point, I do know that I can make myself happier than all of those women. Because a person does not make you happy. You make you happy. You make your life happy. Your passions, your excitement for life, your family, your friends, that makes you happy. Somebody else, it's not their job to make you happy. It's not your job to spend your entire existence manifesting that person back. I can tell you that if you do what I'm teaching, they do come back. And when you build a strong self concept, I won't lie, when you're back together, you sometimes feel, I don't really want this anymore. So I'll tell you that as well. There's always a group chat going, assumption, always a group chat going on whenever I'm doing a live stream, isn't there? And the computer doesn't shut the fuck up, and I never figured out how to do that. Anyway, I hope that helped as well. We'll go for another 6 minutes unless we get something. We'll end at 1:15 then if no one else got anything to add to it. You guys have any special ways that you're building your self concept, any passions and hobbies you're working on? The hobby that I gotta bring back. That's the cockroach suit down there. A joke that became reality. negative, self-deprecating joke becomes reality. The subconscious does not play fucking games. The law of least effort, essentially. Yes, it doesn't require a shitload of effort. It just requires believing it now. I mean, it's simple enough if you could just say, I believe I have SP now and everything worked out fine. I remember when I was stressing about it. That's another way to do it. Hey, Nick Oppenheimer style. What's up, Hayden, brother? Yes, sir. We had to do this Oppenheimer style because I am become manifester, creator of worlds. You are a mystic. You know what you need to do. I need to restore my self concept, but I'm yet to feel it. I don't know what's up. Well, I don't know if you watched it, but I released a video on it the other day about restoring your self concept. Self concept is about being yourself and being proud of who you are. Everybody, from what I've learned, is here because they want an SP. It's putting their power in outside source. It's putting their power in having that to get this, to be happy, instead of just feeling happy now and having that later. Everything starts in your mind and your heart and your feelings before it goes to the outside reality. That's what I've learned. I've tried to do it different. It's never worked out differently. So, to restore your self-concept, write down a list. It's actually something I did in the one notebook. Who is Hayden? What do you like? Who were you before SP, before this became the biggest issue in your life? What did you like to do? Who did you hang out with? Why did you like that stuff? What would you do now if you never stopped liking all that stuff? And you know what? Why did you change? How did being with SP change you for the better and the worst? Write that stuff down. Write down all your passions, goals, and hobbies. What do you see for the rest of your life? Besides SP, take SP out of the equation. What is the rest of your life? Write it down. Then start studying and meditating and wondering about that. Now, what's the next logical thing you could do? I know it's coming from a fitness standpoint because that's one of my passions, but there is something to moving the body and putting the body in a great state of health that boosts confidence, because confidence and self-concept are the same thing. So start going to the gym. Whether you're doing yoga or stretching or lifting weights and bodybuilding or doing boxing or fighting or doing any of that stuff to keep yourself and your body healthy, do that. Then change your diet. Don't eat all the fucking garbage. There's no reason to eat garbage. Try to meal prep and be healthy, because that puts it in order. Then your living space. Get your living space in order so you have a clear space to think, to meditate, to feel, and to embrace life. So now your body's clean inside and out. Clean your car too, if you got one. That's what I did. Clean your car, clean everything in your reality, doing 3D action to make it more comfortable for yourself. Then write down all those things you like. What did I do this weekend? My passions are nerdy stuff and acting and comedy and movies. I hung out with some of my old comedy friends, and I haven't laughed like that in so long. I refound my sense of humor. I've been killing it in the gym and reconnecting with people from the gym that I used to talk to. Old friends from my past are coming up. New women and old women from my life are coming up back into my life. I got to have contact with SP again. But all of it was prioritizing me and being excited about prioritizing me. I'm not prioritizing me to get a result. I'm prioritizing me because I need to and I want to. So what did I do? I went to Comic-Con and Renaissance Fair. My SP would have never done those things. Those are things I like. Those are things I want to do. Those are things that make me smile and laugh and have a good time. So I did them. I want to take a trip to Nashville with SP. She said, no, I'll go to Nashville alone. I want to go to Wisconsin Dells. Well, you don't go to Wisconsin Dells with the boys. I'm not going to lie. Then maybe I'll find a new woman to go to Wisconsin Dells. Or SP will conform and I'll go to Wisconsin Dells. Or I'll take my mom and my family there. Because you can do it with your family. You do it with a girl. You can't really do it with your boys. It's kind of weird. Going to an amusement area with the boys. Which they do have a lot of partying and drinking stuff up there too, from what I recall. But that's just the point. is, what do you like to do? Remember who you are. That's it. Remember who you are and work to become the best version of who you are. I feel like I get attached in a relationship even if I don't want to. When I'm just running the benefit stage, I trust my truest self. Thanks, Nick. Just the words I needed to hear to navigate myself back to the track. Perfect. Yeah, no, that's what I wanted you to get from that, and I'm glad it did. I get the same way too. It's like, because now you're attached to something, and it's like, well, this is where all my value is. Your value is not her. Your value is you. Your value is what you bring to the table, and not even in a relationship sense. Your value is how you appear to yourself and how you take care of yourself. That's what I want you to know. You're a machine, dude. Redoing my house when my roommate moves out, and finally a nice office space / guest room. Say the word. There's a vacation to San Diego with your name on it, spiraling upwards. That's awesome, brother. And I just realized, I'm like, you know what? San Diego's a place I've been wanting to go back to. It was on my mind the other days. What are you doing? You manifesting me over to San Diego, brother? But yeah, I would love to do that. Because with the current job I have 2 days off until May, middle of May, which is why I designed merch and why I'm working on the fitness channel and why I'm putting more into this, because like I said, with integrity, I will not sell a coaching session unless I feel I can 100% provide for it. Because yeah, you could sell a session and bullshit somebody, but I want to sell only the best. The reason why I don't sell more merch on the page other than like this and a couple other things that I have on there is because I have to have the money to order it and look at it and feel the product and test the product myself. If it's a shitty shirt and it shrinks, I'm not selling it. If it's a fucking phone case that I drop once and it blows up, I'm not selling it. If it's something like that, my name is attached to all these things, so I don't sell it. So my goal is, though, more money. And as you guys saw, the money in the jackpot. It might come that way. It might come from the lottery. It might come from a million ways, but I don't see myself doing the 9 to 5 forever. And it's like, what else do I want to do? Travel. Nashville is on the list. SP or a woman who meets all the requirements. I want to take to Wisconsin, Dells, and Galena, which is in Illinois. It's like some kind of couples retreat, I think. Obviously back to San Diego. I'm going to Florida maybe once or twice. I'm finding ways to make all these trips happen. I don't feel limited anymore. And it took this negative stuff I had to go through to feel it. So be thankful for your negative, because it is teaching you and showing you what you can achieve. It's storming outside right now too, but storms never last. I saw this thing from Wayne Dyer the other day. Not even nature can produce a storm that lasts forever. So why are you worried about a mental or metaphysical storm in your life, or metaphorical storm in your life? It won't last forever. Everything is balanced. There will always be good again. So hold out and hope for the good and believe in the good. Not just hope for it. Experience it right now in your head. Manifest a new chair here too. Take this off actually real quick. Hopefully nobody comes in because I got to see the Oppenheimer thing. Does anybody else have anything else to add to this? I always hate it when I run out of things to say. Without the hats, it's Reservoir Dogs. Hold on. I paid for your meal, so fucking tip. You know, waitressing is the number one job for women in college or single mothers. Mr. Orange. I don't tip. I don't believe in it. You're here to do your job. And I didn't feel that the service was that great at all. I mean, a cup of water could have been filled up more times than it was. I paid for your meal. You fucking tip. All right, but under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have tipped. But because you paid for my meal, I will. That exact scene played out in my life. I used to quote it all the time, and I did have a friend at one point who refused to tip, and I bought everybody's meal the one time, and he would not pitch in on the tip. I'm like, I bought your meal, you tip. He goes, it's her job. It's her job. She should tip. She shouldn't need a tip. And I was like, bro, you are literally Mr. fucking Pink. I would play it, but I know I'm going to get demonetized. Well, I mean, oh yeah, I can't be monetized. Now I was going to say I can't be monetized anyway. But I should do a Reservoir Dogs parody, Manifesting Dogs. But right now, I'm Dr. Oppenheimer, and I am about to recruit all of the best manifesting teachers on this channel, on this website, and this platform, and we are going to do a convention, and it will be called the Manifestation Project. Thank you, brother. I can't believe it. I mean, I was ready to throw it up like right when I first started the channel. I made a couple videos to help people, and then Ink was the one who convinced me. She's not in the chat right now. She just texted me that her internet crashed or whatever. But she's the one who convinced me to stay around, and here we are, 1,000 subscribers later, almost 300 videos later, nearly, I think it's 49 lives as of today. Next week will be the 50th live, I believe. Maybe today's 50, I don't know. But crazy. Compare yourself. Here's another self-concept building exercise. Where were you last year this time? A lot of you guys were here with me, I think. But I've seen growth in everybody, especially just coming into the chats and stuff. Where were you last year and where are you now? How much have you improved and built your life in that time? How great has your life become since then? Very hard to stagnate or get worse. It can, but it can get better or worse, but you want it to be better. And I feel like for the most part, everyone who I've talked to on here, your lives have gotten a lot better. You might not have SP yet, but you've got a lot of other cool stuff happen. It's crazy how all affirmations work, even behind the scenes. Yes, sir, it is. I mean, just like I said by August 18th, I will have 1,000 subscribers. It's the 14th today. I thought August 18th was the 1 year anniversary because I think I was back on my SP that day or something like that. And I used that picture to gauge it instead of actually looking at the channel. But the actual anniversary was last Monday. I also said I would be monetized by then, but YouTube changed the requirements a month or so ago and made it where it's now whatever. I had the requirement to become monetized, and I put in the things to do a membership channel. And like I was saying earlier, I think the membership channel, I'm like, how do I just double down on the videos? Because like I just want to make videos that help people. I don't want to like circumstances don't matter Monday for the regular channel, and then circumstances don't matter for the manifesting or for the membership channel on a Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not doing the same video, but I thought the other one could be more deeper meanings of stuff like other stuff that intrigues me: afterlife, past, present, future, time not mattering, other things like that, like deeper stuff that's not really requirements to manifesting, because I want all my content and stuff I've done to be free for everyone to see. But in order to make myself a little bit of money where I could possibly go full time into this, I have to come up with more content that I believe in and that I understand and I can teach that would be put on there. Like I said, everything I do, I have to have a value behind it. I have to, my name is behind it. I have to make sure it's valuable. Otherwise, I will remain where I am working what I'm working, because I would not be able to live with myself passing off bullshit. And I would not believe, I would not be on this channel if I didn't believe what I taught 100%. Do I doubt it and quit it every so often? Yeah. But I still keep making videos and I still keep manifesting what I want and affirming, because it all happens behind the scenes. But you get so mad you don't see it, like, fuck all this, it's bullshit, fuck everybody who does all this stuff. And then you're right back to it, because it's like, oh, there it is. Oh, no, I feel like an asshole that I doubted it. That's what happens. We'll give it another couple of minutes because I'm actually starving. I haven't eaten my meals today yet. I was running behind the schedule, and I do have to pick up some other meals. I was stressing about something yesterday, then I remembered I can't fuck this up affirmation. Yes, sir, you can't. And I have to remind myself of that all the time, too. Someone was telling me, one of my friends was telling me you should get some tattoos and stuff. He goes, well, you love Rich Piano. Why don't you get tattoos? I'm like, I don't know what I get on me. He goes, what about your Mystic Wolf or the Flex Entertainment stuff, which I made merch for that too. Or, what about this and that and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that could be. I thought about putting "You Can't Fuck This Up" on my knuckles or something like that, or on my arm, or somewhere where you could see it. Because, like I said, like the merch place that I use, they're going to discontinue the phone case after like in September or something. I'm like, come on, what the fuck, dude? Like, I want something people can carry around to look down and say, I can't fuck this up. Oh, I'm afraid to send SP a message, and you look down, I can't fuck this up, and then it doesn't go your way, but I can't fuck this up, or it does go your way. I knew I couldn't fuck this up. So maybe they'll have wristbands or something like that. Or maybe they'll replace it with a different type of phone case. I don't know. All right, guys, we'll go for 5 more minutes. Anyone else got anything to say? Or we'll start closing it out now. If anyone's got any more questions, positive thoughts, self-concept things, plans for the weekend, what you've done, let me know now. My cigar's at the end. I felt I've been Robert Oppenheimer long enough. I'm going to go back to being Nick Leahy. And I will make some more videos that will help people after this. And I will pick up my meals and I will get a workout in. And I'll probably see SP. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know yet. I was doing that voice and my dad's like, is that No Country for Old Men? And it is a similar hat. I should just do the mustache. If we were to find oil here, it would make this town very profitable. It will bring a lot of money here, and it will bring money for the church too. The church will be a lot bigger and stronger. There will be more members to it. And me and my son here, HW, yes, he's my business partner. We will make sure that everything goes according to plan. Yeah, I did the reach out thing. It backfired into bad circumstances. However, the bad circumstances turned into my SP thinking about me more, and now she's obsessed with me. Exactly. I did the same thing, and it worked. Because you believe it works, it works. I drink the blood of the lamb. As I drink the blood of the lamb, I may have the lamb. I abandoned my child. If you're wearing headphones and that was loud, I apologize. If you have a milkshake and I have a milkshake and I have a straw, my straw goes all the way over here into your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. Anyone who's tuning into a manifesting channel and I'm doing There Will Be Blood, the ending is so good in that movie. It is, and the ending is so good and it doesn't lie. There was blood. There will be blood. The entire movie predicted it. Oh, come on, Eli. I am the church of the third revelation, not you. Man won, I think, an Oscar for every role that he ever played. Good for him. All right, we're in the final 2 minutes, guys. We're in the final countdown. See, I should start doing stuff like this on the comedy channel, or maybe we just keep doing mystic stuff like this. I actually am only like 2 subscribers off on TikTok for going live on TikTok, and I thought I could do TikTok Mystic more often. And then I've got the Muscular Mystic page, which is climbing. I started posting on there a couple of days ago at 115 subscribers there. So, keep boosting that up. And it's like always going live, always doing something, always making content. That almost puts no time for SP, but I'm more obsessed with this than SP. So if you want to be part of my life, you have to be on my program, SP. You have to understand this. I cannot focus on the channel and I cannot focus on teaching people how to manifest if you are not doing what I need you to do. You need to show up and be present in my life and understand that I am a mystic before I am your boyfriend. You have to understand this. If you're looking for manifesting content, look east. It's the end of the cigar there. It's falling apart, kept getting on my lips. Yeah. I think that brings us up to a perfect hour and a half. I can't believe we've made it to 1,000. I can't believe I dressed up as Robert Oppenheimer. Let me go be Nick again for the end. We've made it a year. It's been a crazy year. Ups and downs. I've learned a lot of stuff. You guys have learned a lot of stuff. We've had good times. We've had bad times. The play of life and the arcs that we've built for ourselves are unforgettable and better than ever. I think we're all in a great place right now. I think we're all going to keep growing and being in an even better place. I'm excited to see where all you guys go. I'm excited to see all your manifestations come into fruition. I'm excited to share what's going on with me. I'm excited to make more videos and do all this stuff and get in better shape. And I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of how far you've come. I do love you guys. You guys have brought a lot of value into my life. Your comments in the mornings when I'm feeling down and trying to do my gratitude add to how great I'm feeling. And I do try to always keep something posted. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Instagram or Snapchat, I try to keep posting on there so that you can see something positive and see my self growth and my elevation. And you guys could share with me what you're doing on the lives. And it's just crazy to think it's been 1 year already. 1 year and 1 week now, 53 weeks. And we've come this far and we've had a lot of amazing times, laughs, tears, anger, sadness, happiness, joy, passion, all that stuff. And here we are. And we're not stopping. We're not slowing down. We're just going to add more people to the Mystic Manifesting family. We're going to keep growing. More people are going to see the Mystic Wolf everywhere. More people are going to understand that you can't fuck this up. More people are going to get enlightened and get the lives of their dreams. And we're all going to get in great shape. We're all going to have our dream homes and dream lives and dream jobs and dream SPs. Everything's going to work out in our favor. It's not anything bad. It's going to happen to us. Nothing bad can happen because we can't fuck this up. We are the goddamn Mystic Manifesting family. And I love you guys a lot. And I hope that long-winded closing was enough. Let me read the last comments and then we'll close it. My message won't send, but I'm glad I caught the end of the stream. I swear it's more than just another manifesting channel. Well, thank you, brother. No, I tried to make it more than that. Like I said, I tried to add the comedy to it. I tried to make you guys laugh. I tried to make it unique because I know, like I said, I have the product I sell is myself. And I have to give you the authentic version of me. That's why I tell my personal story. That's why I show you when I'm up and down. So if you want to walk away and not trust me anymore, then you walk away and not trust me anymore. I'm not on here selling the generic, Neville said this, so this is what you have to do. What the fuck did you do? What did you manifest that was so great that you could fucking take $300, $400, $500 fucking dollars from someone an hour? That's why I try to give a reasonable price, which is expensive, but still enough to make it where I could do this full time. And I try to make it where it's more than just a manifesting channel. It is a community. Everyone keeps telling me to do a Discord, and I'm going to get off my fucking lazy ass, negative affirmation, but I'm going to get off my lazy ass and turn it into a positive one, and on my ambitious ass, and do a Discord. I just always didn't think my neck beard was strong enough for a Discord, but apparently my one friend told me that that's what I should do, and a lot of you guys said it, so I'll try to do that and make it where it's even more of a community and try to make this more than what it is. So anyway, I love you guys. I believe you guys, and I believe in you guys. I believe you too, but I believe in you guys. Love you very much, and I will see you next Monday together, and I will try to put some science together, and we'll do a quantum physics lesson as Oppenheimer, because I bought the hat. It's $30. Need to make it worth it. Make another video with it at least, or start making memes about Oppenheimer. Either way, Flex Entertainment. I'll see you guys. Love yous. And you can't fuck this up.